Yo, thank you guys for joining me in another video. I've got something special for you guys today. Hope you all are having a beautiful day. Hope you're enjoying your life. And yeah, let's get right into it. Here are 3 ways to quickly improve your life so that you can achieve all of your goals, so that you can be happier, so that you can be more consistent, and so that you can just improve yourself as a person. So let's get straight into the video. So the first tip, I know, it sounds cliche. Everybody says this, but create a goal. Obviously, if you don't have a goal, well, actually everybody has a goal, but if you don't know what your goals are, go ahead and create your goals. As cliche as it sounds, having goals is like having a North Star, something you're working towards. And whenever you're working towards something and you're consistently progressing towards that thing, I know that you're at your most happiest. You're at the best time of your life when you're actually working towards that goal and you're achieving that thing. So create that goal, because what the book Psycho-Cybernetics says is that a man is like a bicycle. If you don't have that goal that you're working towards, and I believe I said this before, but if you don't have that goal that you're working towards consistently, then you're just and you're just sitting still and you have nothing to do, you're gonna start getting depressed, you're gonna start getting less happy, and you're not gonna be constantly improving and constantly growing. So have that goal. Now, in terms of creating a goal, you can go ahead and use a technique called SMART goals, or you can do whatever you want. So there's no rules to doing it. It's just having that thing that you want to aim for, having that thing that's something that you desire and that's going to be more life for everybody. Then go work towards that goal. So that's the first tip, have a goal. The second tip is pretty simple, or the second step, and what it is building habits. So a lot of people in their lives, they lack consistency, in terms of the results that they deliver, in terms of who they are as a person, in terms of how things around them move, because they don't have these habits. They don't have this consistent thing that they do on a daily basis. And when you could do these small things on a daily basis, eventually you're gonna get astronomical results. So if you really want to, be more consistent and you want to constantly improve, what you do is you create these habits, you create this foundation based off of the type of person that you want to become, so that, if you complete these habits on a daily basis, then you're going to start becoming more of that person that you want to be, and you're going to start improving consistently. So you can live crazy like this, or you can live consistently, and go straight to the top. So there's no such thing as overnight success. And what actually happens is these people have these habits that they do on a daily basis, and they're working. All this momentum and all this power is just stacking up towards their favor. And eventually it's just like a burst of success because of all the work that they've been putting in. So in terms of building habits, the technique is pretty simple. There's 4 things that you need to focus on. You need to focus on making it obvious that you need to do it. So I'll get into what that means. So making it obvious, making it attractive, making it easy to do, and making it satisfying to do. So those are the 4 things that you need to focus on. And the first thing, one way to make it obvious is by changing your environment. Literally, if you would put a book on your desk or put a book right next to your bed, every day before you go to bed, you're gonna look at the book and you're gonna know that you have to read. Making it attractive. So once you start looking into the benefits of reading, and your friends around you are reading as well, and you surround yourself with positive people, then it's gonna be more attractive to actually do that habit. So that's one way to make it attractive. Making it easy. So a keystone rule to follow in terms of building habits is literally, it's called a 2-minute rule, which means no habit in the beginning should take more than 2 minutes to do. So if your overall goal of that habit is to read, or say if your overall goal is just to know how to do sales, so you make the goal of just reading 10 books about sales before the end of the year. Now you break that goal down into how many chapters you need to read in one book, or how many books you need to read in 1 month. say that, and then you figure out how long it takes to read that one book. Now you can break it down to how many pages you need to read. So once you actually break down these goals, you can start figuring out how can I make it a 2-minute rule so I can work my way up to that goal. So in the beginning, no habit should take longer than 2 minutes. Now that rule, you can do it, and it doesn't apply to all habits. Like some things just actually take longer than 2 minutes, but use that at your own discretion. So that's one tip to make it easy and make it satisfying. What you can actually do is you can reward yourself after you complete the habit. And what I mean by this is, well, I lost my train of thought. Cue, craving, response, and reward. So if you can work, like that's how your body works. Like that's how habits are built, through the cue, craving, response, and reward. So if you can follow that pattern in terms of building habits, and by making things satisfying and giving yourself a reward afterwards, then you're gonna consistently go back to reading that book. You're gonna consistently go back to building that habit. So what you wanna do is, after you read a book, say you read in the morning, basically you could give yourself a reward, like, if I play video games, I can play video games at night as long as I read my book first. So you could do that. Or like in the morning, you could say, if I read this book, I can go get a smoothie. So stuff like that. So that's how you build habits. And the second tip is to build habits. The next tip or step that you can take to improve your life is constantly recording your life. Now, the reason why you want to record your life is because it's important to, remain self-aware. Like that's one thing, is that that's one power that humans have over over animals. Humans can be self-aware. We know like exactly what we're doing when we're doing it, or we have the power to do so. And the fact that you can, be self-aware, you can quickly improve because you know what your bad points are and what your good points are. So that's why you want to, record your state of mind. You want to record your emotions. You want to record how you feel at the time. You want to record all of your feelings. So what you could do to, record your emotions, your state of mind, or your feelings is you can start journaling. Like literally every night you can journal how your day was. Or you can start recording videos whenever you feel sad, or whenever you feel inspired, or whenever you feel motivated. And another thing you could do is just record voice memos. But the whole idea is just to record, and even write in your notes. The whole idea is just to have something where you write to yourself and you know how you feel right now, so you can basically analyze and study how you felt, and you can see patterns, and you can see things that consistently happen. You can see things that are good that consistently happen. You can see your strengths and you can see your weaknesses. So once you start to track things, you can improve them. So what you want to do is, you want to say you journal every night. You want to look at this on a weekly basis. So this is your choice. You can look at it on a weekly basis. You can look at your, you can review it and analyze things on a weekly basis. You can review or analyze things on a monthly basis, or you can do it on a yearly basis. Now, some people say it's only good to look at, it's only good to really just consciously analyze yourself every now and then. Some people say you shouldn't do it just every single day or every single night, because it could get to the point where like you're really, you're like inhibiting yourself, meaning like you're constantly just checking yourself. You're constantly, making sure you're doing things perfectly, or you're constantly just thinking about, I messed that up, or I messed this up. Like you're thinking about negative things too much. So it honestly just depends on who you are as a person. Like if you're more confident, then you can like be a better critic to yourself. But if you're a little bit less confident, or if you have some self-esteem issues, I guess, then maybe you need to just lay off and look at it on a monthly basis, so that you're not just in your head all the time. So like some people, they need to like be able to let go, and they need to get out of their own way. And some people need to look at what they're doing and correct themselves. So it all depends on you, but you decide when you want to review it, your recording or your journal or your notes or whatever. So thank you guys for joining me in another video. That was I think that was a pretty helpful video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys apply everything that I've just told you, and I hope you improve your life on a daily basis. I wish you all good luck on the rest of your day, and thank you for joining me. Peace.